Boys and Girls Club and put that disclaimer out there. I'm a Generation X, so it was great for our Generation X. I did a survey with our kids. One thing about me is that I want to go to the people who's going to occupy the building.
Right.
A lot of times, adults, we make decisions for kids, and that's not really what they want. We're trying to get them off the streets. We're trying to keep them in the building. So we need to ask them what's going to keep them in the building. So I went to the schools, and I did a survey and a focus group with the kids. And I said, what do you want to see? Green screen technology, podcasting. We want to have a area where it looks like a Starbucks so we can study. We want to have a gaming room. Boys and Girls Club don't offer all of that. The programming that they want is more of high technology. Boys and Girls Club have structured programming. It's ran by a corporation. It's ran by a nonprofit, which is the largest nonprofit in the world, that the richest nonprofit in the world. You look up.
Yeah, because my kids is in the Boys and Girls Club right now, and I had to pay.
They are the richest nonprofit in the world, and their CEOs are making 6 to 7 figures. Okay, so nothing wrong with the Boys and Girls Club, but they have money to build. They shouldn't have to use our tax dollars to build.
Ah,
and so
okay, I see that. Okay.
My predecessor sat on the board of the local Boys and Girls Club in our community, which I felt was a conflict. You're a commissioner, you're voting on where the money should go, and you sit on the board. It's a conflict. She still sits on the board. She wanted the funding to go to the Boys and Girls Club. The county builds the building, and the Boys and Girls Club occupy the building. My issue with that
when they occupy the building, do they got to pay the county back for the building? Do they got to pay taxes or anything?
No.
Oh, hell no.
No, when a nonprofit comes in the building, they may pay $1 a year, or they may just run the programming. Now, depending on the area, the Boys and Girls Club may work for that area. But talking to the children in my area, the Boys and Girls Club is not what they wanted. We have the Boys and Girls Club. I don't even know where the Boys and Girls Club is now. Where is in my area? They say it still exists. I have no idea what building they're in. And so they've only were able to take like 25 kids because of the building. And so that's not effective in the area. I've had kids who've gone to the Boys and Girls Club who said they didn't like it. So I'm not going to force something on our youth who do not want something that's not going to keep them there. Give you another example. The Boys and Girls Club was located across from one of the largest subdivisions with kids.
And they only got 25 spaces.
And those kids were not going across the street. And it was located in a building at a school.
That's a problem.
So if those kids was not going from the school to the Boys and Girls Club or going across the street to the building, they could just walk across the street. That lets you know
they didn't want it.
It wasn't effective. So I say this. I have nothing against the Boys and Girls Club, but it's not what our kids in Newton County wanted. Even the parents. I've talked to parents who had kids that went there, and they said no. I've talked to administrators. You know what they said to me? Why do people always throw the Boys and Girls Club on the black and brown communities?
Why? There's no Boys and Girls Clubs in the white community.
We have